A long time ago, the small town of Ashwood had been plagued by a mysterious figure known as the Hatman, tall and slender, with a wide-brimmed hat pulled low over his face. He was said to appear in the shadows, his presence always accompanied by a chilling sense of dread. Rumors swirled about the Hatman, each more terrifying than the last. Some whispered that he was a malevolent spirit, a harbinger of death. Others claimed he was a demon, a creature of the night that preyed on the fearful. Despite the fear he instilled, the Hatman was rarely seen. He was a creature of the shadows, emerging only in the darkest corners of Ashwood, always vanishing before anyone could get a clear look at him. One night, a young woman named Sarah was walking home from work when she felt a sudden chill run down her spine. She looked around, but there was no one in sight. Then, she saw him, standing in the shadows, his hat pulled low over his face. Was the Hatman. Sarah froze, her heart pounding in her chest. The Hatman slowly approached her, his movements fluid and unnatural. Sarah wanted to run, but her legs felt like lead. The Hatman stopped in front of her, and for a moment, they were face to face. Sarah could see nothing but his hat and the darkness that lay beneath it. Then, the Hatman spoke. His voice was like a whisper, cold and emotional. "You are afraid," he said. The Hatman laughed, a sound that sent shivers down her spine. "Your fear is my power," he said. "The more you fear me, the stronger I become." Then, he reached out and touched her forehead. Sarah felt a jolt of energy, and suddenly, she was filled with a terrifying sense of dread. The Hatman stepped back, his eyes glowing in the darkness. "Now," he said, "you will know true fear." With that, he turned and vanished into the shadows. Sarah was left standing alone, her body trembling with fear. She knew that she had been marked, that the Hatman would never forget her. From that day on, Sarah was haunted by the Hatman. She would see him out of the corner of her eye, or hear his whisper in the wind. She was never alone, always feeling his presence, his chilling stare. Sarah's life became a living nightmare. She was unable to sleep, unable to eat, unable to escape the Hatman's grip. She was a prisoner of her fear, trapped in a world where nightmares came to life. And so, the legend of the Hatman grew, another tale of terror to be whispered in the shadows. His name became a cautionary tale, a warning to all who dared to venture into the darkness, for the Hatman was always watching, waiting for his next victim.